Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Mano 777, and we're back inside of Destiny here with your weekly reset video for Tuesday, December 20th, 2016. For those of you that are new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for checking out the flawless drum set video. The weekly reset video is a staple of the channel and something that I like to do each week to keep you apprised of everything that's going on in Destiny. So, with that, let's get started. First of all, this week we have the Sepix Perfected Nightfall. The modifiers this week are Epic, Berserk, Small Arms, where primary weapon damage is favored, Match Game, where enemy shields are resistant to all unmatched elemental damage, and Airborne, where players deal more damage while in the air. For this, I'm going to highly recommend you bring some long-range weapons, like some long-range snipers or things like that, to try and make sure that you can get through this Nightfall very easily, especially different elemental types if you have them. Maybe have one elemental type on your sniper, or say for example your special weapons, and then your heavy weapon, have that be a different elemental type. I'm going to be soloing this later on. That's another thing that we do on the channel, soloing the Nightfall, so stay tuned and check that out. With that, guys, let's go out to the director and see what else is going on in the universe of Destiny. Alright, Guardians, we've checked out the Nightfall for this week, but this week for the Siva Crisis Heroic playlist, we have Heroic, Voidburn, Brawler, and Chaff. It will give you the rewards of Treasures of the Dawning, Legendary Marks, as well as the ability to get more skeleton keys. Bungie has dropped a little bit of an update that will allow us to get more skeleton keys through there. I would highly recommend bringing your Warlock with the Voidwalker class and Nothing Manacles. That will make very quick work of any kind of these strikes, which is a blast. That is something I recommend that you do, and always make sure that you go pick up the bounties and the stuff over at the tower. We're going to cover that here in just a little bit, but make sure you do that so you can get your Siva Crisis Heroics taken care of this week. The daily heroic story is survive the Dreadnought super weapon and establish a beachhead for the Vanguard. Next up, we have Control, capture zones to increase points for every kill. That's your daily competitive multiplayer. Sparrow racing is just a thing, and you can get your Radiant treasure packages there. But if you want to do something else in the Crucible other than SRL, we have Mayhem Clash, which is one of my favorite game types in PvP. Definitely boost a Crucible booster when you are in there so you can get more packages while you're in there. The games go very, very, very quickly, and you're able to get lots and lots of experience and reputation for that. So getting packages for different types of Crucible weapons is going to be a lot easier this week. We also have doubles, which a lot of people really enjoy. So that is everything going on in the Crucible. Over in the Reef, you can find over in the Challenge of the Elders, we have the modifiers of Catapult, Super Kill Bonus, as well as Ironclad. The bosses for this week are Kexus the Betrayed with add-ons of Fallen, Psylocke the Defiled with add-ons of Hive, Overmind Minotaur with the add-ons of Vex. Always make sure you pop a House of Judgment booster there as well so you can get some of the really cool weapons that are there, and they will also pop up to higher light levels as well. Let's go over to the raid and talk about what's going on there. This week we have the Axis Challenge mode. The Axis Challenge mode basically has to do with the empowerment as well as the plates that you can supercharge in the back of the Axis room. There are 3 plates that you can essentially supercharge. A red beam of light comes out of one of them when he teleports, and if you are empowered, you smash that. It gives all the Guardians their supers back, and that allows you to complete Axis Challenge mode when you actually smash that every single time he teleports. If you have any questions on that, check out my Twitch live streams. I bring people through the raids all the time. With Christmas coming up, I'm going to be out of town for a little bit, but I'm going to try and help out as many people earlier in the week as possible. So check that out. The description is in the description box below for the Twitch. And if you want to know what you're going to get, you have the possibility of getting the raid ship, which looks really cool. You have the possibility of getting the helmets, primaries, as well as a perfected ornament from Wrath of the Machine. So that is everything for the current light level raid. Let's actually head over to the Iron Temple to check out and see what's going on over there. Alright, we're over at Tyra Karn to see what artifacts she has for us this week. We have the Memory of Fellwinter this week, which allows you to lose your super but gain an extra grenade and melee charge and small boost to all stats. Some people say that this is something that will get you up to tier 14, but it really won't, because you lose your ability to super, so really the highest you'll ever be able to get is a tier 10 build on this. Or if you have a tier 14 build, you're not going to be able to use your super, so you don't receive the benefit of it. Is it a good roll this week? Absolutely. High discipline, a little bit lower strength, which is very very, very good. If you have not picked up the Memory of Fellwinter, this is a time to pick it up. Great for Night Stalkers. Great for people who want to use smoke grenades. Next up, we've got the Memory of Scory. When your super is full, nearby allies' supers recharge faster. It's a lower roll this week. Discipline of 106. It's had some better rolls. If you absolutely need it, it's probably the best artifact in the game for any kind of team activity. If you've already picked it up and you've got a better roll, hold off on that this week. Next up, we've got the Memory of Perun, which enemy guardians with full supers and all enemies with low health are highlighted. It's a pretty good roll this week, 75 and 78 roll on that. If you have not picked that up, I'd recommend it. I would say that this and this are probably your two best bets this week. If you don't need another Fellwinter artifact, then stick to the Memory of Perun. Let's go over to Shiro 4 and see what he has in store for us this week for the Shiro 4 bounties. These are things that are going to be more prevalent to hanging out in the Plague Lands as well as the Archon's Forge. This week we've got use the Iron Battle Axe or powerful enemy weapons to decimate hostile threats. This is definitely one to pick up that is very easy to do because you can also use the cannons inside the raid and that will count for those. We have Defeat Fallen, which is a pretty basic, easy one. Complete Captain encounters in the Archon's Forge and complete Vandal encounters in the Archon's Forge. Let's now head to the tower and see what Lord Zavala and the rest of everyone else have in store for us this week. All right, Guardians, so you can see we're back here in the tower. You can see that the Dawning event is still going on. One of the things you should always make sure that you're doing is checking out your record book. I've actually got mine completed on Xbox One, but I have not gotten it completed on PS4, so I'm going to be working on that this week. Once you make sure that you pick up some of these things, if you pick up Amanda's tag, or if you pick up Saladin's tag, or most importantly, if you pick up Zer's tag, you can go and pick up those things up over here. You will see that you have different gifts of the Dawning, and you'll get a different gift of the Dawning every week. There will be the 3 packages in the back. Amanda's tag will give you a Treasures of the Dawning plus some legendary items. Reserve's tag will give you the pathways to get the 2 new machine guns that are basically the variants on the Thunderlord. And then Saladin's tag will get you the 15 Motes of Light. So it's definitely worthwhile to pick that up. And this week we've got, in presence of friends, carry Eva's gifts to their intended recipients. So we're going to go ahead and do that a little bit later. And we're going to go over here now to Lord Shaxx and see what he has for us for the multiplayer bounty this week. We have Clash, which is going to be really nice to do when you are inside Mayhem Clash. I definitely recommend picking this up before you go and do Mayhem Clash. The last thing we're going to do this week before we call it a wrap is we're going to go over to Lord Zavala and check out his Nightfall bounties and see what they are for us this week and see if they're any different. Of course, we're going to go ahead and present him with that. The bounties look like they have been unchanged. Actually, this is a little bit different. Clean up. Get 150 enemy kills with your fire team during a Siva Crisis strike to earn brutal efficiency medals. Definitely want to pick that up. But most importantly is you want to pick up the Sunrise Weekly Elite Bounty. That is the bounty that will get you the Icebreaker. It will literally just pop up in your inventory if you get it completed. So pick those up. The third one I actually had from last week. Earn gold tier, silver tier, and bronze tier achieve medals when you are inside the strikes. So that'll do it for us this week, Guardians. Are you looking forward to something in the Dawning? Have you got your Icebreaker? Are you going to get it this week? Let me know in the comments below. Again, we've got some really cool stuff heading up for the channel here before Christmas. Really excited to share that with you. Again, if you guys need some help, check out the Twitch streams. We help out people all the time. Thank you so much for checking out the videos, and welcome to all those new Guardians who are with us this week. If you like something in this video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for more Destiny content. Feel free to leave comments down below. Check out the Discord that is also linked down there, where the community of the Manoverse lives and where we all talk and game and things like that. So until next time, Guardians, I will see you in the universe of Destiny.